And that is the CBS Evening News. Tomorrow on the early show, the latest on the bridge collapse in Oklahoma and President Bush at Normandy for Memorial Day. Sitting in for John Roberts, I'm Nika Brzezinski, CBS News, New York. Good night.
For news 24 hours a day, go to cbsnews.com. AOL keyword CBS News. Experience CBS News.
Next on CBS 4 News at 6:30, a horrific scene when a bridge collapses, sending dozens of people into a fast-moving river. A bomb scare brings traffic to a stop on I-95. What exactly went wrong in the case of missing 5-year-old Rilia Wilson? Governor Bush's blue ribbon panel hands down its final findings. A medical breakthrough that could save thousands of women battling a deadly disease. Hip-hop is in full force for Memorial Day celebrations. We're live on South Beach. Good evening. Our Baron is off tonight. I'm Ileana Varela, and CBS 4 News at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, live, this is CBS 4 News at 6:30.
First at 6:30, tragedy on the interstate. A bridge collapses, sending more than a dozen cars into the water with people trapped inside. A barge caused that collapse when it hit a bridge. It happened over the Arkansas River in Oklahoma. CBS 4's Lisa Cabrera is live in satellite control with the details. Lisa?
That's right, Ileana. This crash happening during a driving rainstorm. The barge, as you can see, knocking down a giant section of that bridge. Officials say there could be up to 12 fatalities. Rescuers still working to get the bodies out.
There are some divers in the water, obviously. There's helicopters in the area. There's other that are searching. There's also some boats around.
A barge crashes into a highway bridge, sending cars and people into a fast-moving river. Rescuers scrambling to find survivors under the dark, murky water. Divers jumping in, fighting a strong current as nearby residents rush to the area.
We went running down the bank, and we could still see dust and all from that, and I saw 2 cars go off into the water.
There was a boat that raced down the river, screaming, "Call 911, call 911.
All sorts of people in a rescue effort here trying to look this area over here for any survivors that are still out.
Witnesses say the barge knocked into the bridge in southwest Oklahoma early Sunday morning. The impact sending a 500-foot chunk of Interstate 40 and the cars on it barreling into the Arkansas River.
Traffic was backed up, obviously. I pulled up on the scene. As I looked over the edge of the bridge, there was an 18-wheeler. The front tires were hanging off, so he just barely got stopped in time. I could see 2 18-wheelers in the water and 2 cars in the water.
Officials say 5 to 12 bodies are likely trapped underwater inside vehicles that plunged down some 75 feet. At least 5 people were rescued and transported to area hospitals as Coast Guard crews and engineers work to find the 7 to 9 cars still submerged. The governor of Arkansas speaking out about the devastation.
It is a sad and sorrowful day for us. Apparently there will be loss of life as a result of the collapse of this span of the Interstate 40 bridge on the Arkansas River. So far we have no confirmation of any fatalities, though the people at the bridge tell me they have seen people in the cars in the water. And those people, unfortunately, have not survived.
All right, the officials say now the barge at this hour still pinned underneath the bridge along with about a dozen vehicles. The barge captain is reportedly recovering from non-life-threatening injuries at the hospital. Reporting live in satellite control, Lisa Cabrera, CBS 4 News.
A call for change from the state panel investigating the case of missing 5-year-old Rilia Wilson. It is issuing more than 24 recommendations to DCF to avoid what happened to Rilia. CBS 4's Shamari Stone is live in downtown Miami with more. Shamari?
Ileana, Governor Bush's blue ribbon panel found that 5-year-old Rilia Wilson fell through the cracks at the hand of the Department of Children and Families. However, DCF Secretary Kathleen Kearney should not be removed from her job, according to the panel. In fact, she should keep it despite the 16-month disappearance of Rilia Wilson.
Also come away with a strong sense that this is at its heart a case of human failure.
Governor Bush's blue ribbon panel has finished their review of the scandal surrounding the Department of Children and Families, and it finds the system failed 5-year-old Rilia Wilson.
You want to put systems in place to try and make sure this kind of thing does not occur. But you have people here
that executed documents, affidavits, testified in court, and lied.
The 4-member panel demands the department immediately notify police of a missing child, and the group wants caseworkers to personally visit each child every month. It wants the department to conduct criminal history checks on all foster care placements and relatives, and by September 1st, the DCF must have a current photograph, fingerprints, and a birth certificate of every child.
The tragedy is, and I've indicated in this circumstance, and certainly the panel has recognized, this was a very unique situation that involved not only deficiencies on the part of the department, but deficiencies also on the part of caregivers and other people.
Rilia's been missing for 16 months. Her alleged grandmother, Geraldine Graham, says a woman from the DCF took the child from her Miami home in January 2001. And the department skipped 15 required monthly visits, according to Rilia's court file. And now the panel challenges the DCF to clean up its act. This is the 11th panel prompted by governors in the past. So why is this one going to be any more effective?
The state systems, that policies and procedures that govern children and families are all in place. But for years, there has been institutional fraud.
There's nothing in these recommendations that couldn't be done. There's none of this stuff that couldn't have been done 10, 15 years ago. There's none of this stuff that couldn't be done now.
And the panel hopes the guidelines make a difference, preventing tragedies like the case of Rilia Wilson.
These are specific things that ought to happen to give this community far better assurance that this kind of incident is far less likely to happen again.
And DCF Secretary Kathleen Carney says the department will be able to meet the guidelines. In the meantime, Miami-Dade police are pursuing a criminal investigation in the disappearance of 5-year-old Rilia Wilson. We're live in downtown Miami. I am Shamari Stone, CBS 4 News.
A bomb scare shuts down traffic on I-95 in Fort Lauderdale. Police closed both sides of the highway for about 45 minutes after 2 suspicious boxes were found near the support columns for 595. A bomb squad, however, found nothing in those boxes. But as you can imagine, the entire scene made for a huge traffic nightmare. Traffic is flowing smoothly at this hour. Fire forces a mother and daughter out of their home in the middle of the night. Happened on 61st Street and East 4th Avenue in Hialeah. Firefighters say the mother had lit several candles in the living room when one of them fell on the couch, igniting it. Both women got out safely. The kitchen and living room were destroyed. A salvage company plans to do some heavy lifting off Key Largo this week. The crew plans to begin trying to upright a half-sunk Navy ship, the Spiegel Grove. The ship was supposed to become the world's largest artificial reef, but it sank prematurely. The vessel remains upside down with part of its bow sticking out of the water. Hip-hop is certainly the theme for visitors on South Beach this Memorial Day weekend, so what exactly is hip-hop all about? That's what CBS 4's Evan Bacon set out to find out today. He is live on South Beach. Evan?
Ileana, we're about to tell you. First, let me tell you, Miami Beach police made 26 arrests last night. They say that is far less than last year. Everything is less chaotic, less arrests, less trouble. Sobe hotels are full. Everybody is happy about what is going on this weekend. But what we're doing tonight is trying something different. Right now, I want you to refer to me as DJ Bacon Bits. What I'm going to try to do is get into the industry and bust my own rhymes. Ocean Drive is the center of Memorial Hip Hop Weekend, but beyond all the fans walking up and down the streets are the music producers who pump out these sounds worldwide. Today, we're going to try to get into the hip hop industry with our own gig. My name's DJ Bacon Bits. DJ Bacon. Can you get me hooked up for a hip hop gig? Hooked up for a hip hop gig. This nice guy put me in touch with a guy named Battle Cat who works with hip hop producers. Mr. Battle Cat?
Yeah, you're not safe, are you?
Evan Bacon. Can you make me a hip hop star? Can you do it? Battle Cat took my cell number and said he'd pass it on to a hip hop producer. What makes good hip hop?
Lyrics, style, and originality, definitely.
Yeah. If it's real, it's good hip hop. That's what it is. It got to be real. It's good hip hop.
They get away from, you know, so much of the girls, but they bring their own in. They have it in their own hometown. They have their own people.
You're hooking me up with Lucky? Okay, and who's he with? So far, no word from the producers. If I write my own lyrics, do you think I can do it? Could I be a decent hip-hop?
No.
Why not?
Because you need heavy-duty beats. Stay behind the camera. Oh, and fashion. It's about the looks, too. Unfortunately, because a lot of people are simple-minded. They don't understand.
Do I look the type?
Hell no. Because like
Do I sound the type?
That's why the hip hop gay.
Yeah.
No, you gotta
What's
get
wrong?
Yeah, gotta get some
baggy pants.
Like Timberlake?
Got a sack. So gotta be right here. The hat or a bandana or something.
Like, try this. My TV station is WFOR, right? So what if I say, like, WFOR is the place to see DJ Bacon Bits on your TV?
Gave it a shot, and you were rapping.
Do I have a little bit?
That's a rap.
That's a rap. That's not hip-hop.
Hip-hop. Rap is a part of hip-hop.
It's a part of it. So I'm in there a little bit.
Yeah, hip-hop brings the image also. Understand that? So
but is it a specific image?
Along with, its networks, its politics, it's a lot behind the industry,
Still, no word from the producers. So you're going to pass my number on to some music producers. All right, I'll wait for them to call me back. All right, thanks, Battle Cat. Okay, we're still waiting to hear from DJ Lucky, but I got another name, a DJ Teddy, who I've talked to, who's referred me to somebody else. I'm a very persistent reporter. I'm going to try to get my hip-hop gig here on South Beach tonight, so you will want to definitely tune in later to DJ Bacon Bits live on South Beach. Evan Bacon, CBS 4 News.
Bacon Bits, a bit overcooked, I think. Well, we know what this holiday weekend is truly about, remembering our heroes, and dozens of South Floridians, including many veterans, gathered in front of the old Fort Lauderdale Museum of History to observe Memorial Day. A 39-foot replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall and military memorabilia are on display outside the museum. A different Memorial Day celebration in Cutler Ridge. Some folks grabbed American flags and drove around the intersection of US 1 and Marlin Road to show their patriotism on this Memorial Day weekend. Still ahead on CBS 4 News at 6:30, he has traveled 3 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon. But the Pope's traveling days may be over. We'll tell you why. Protests in Paris, angry demonstrators greet President Bush on his visit to France. And a medical breakthrough with the potential to help thousands of women battling breast cancer.
Michael Smith here in Weather Control. We've got some showers out there. Real-time radar is showing them. They're moving to the southwest off the ocean. So what does our weekend or our Memorial Day forecast have in store for us? A complete look at that coming up.
What can you expect at Marooney's gigantic tent event? 10,000 cars and trucks with 10,000 price tags at 30 Marooney dealerships. Low payments starting at $199 a month or buy with 0 down. Plus get a Dan Marino bobblehead just for showing up. It's the Marooney gigantic tent event now through Memorial Day at all 30 Marooney dealerships. And ask for Marooney credit. Nobody gets more people financed than Marooney.
Marooney! One call does it all. 1-877-Marooney.
How can you weather the storm this hurricane season? Pick up the Sun Sentinel Hurricane Guide. Look for it on Sunday, June 2nd, only inside the Sun Sentinel.
IntelliChoice named the Accord sedan the best overall value of 2002. It's where the smart money is. Now lease a 2002 Accord LX for $239 a month for 36 months.
For the first time, the Vatican admits because of failing health, the most traveled pope in history may have to cut back on future trips. The announcement comes as the 82-year-old pontiff visits Bulgaria, showing signs of fatigue and worsening symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Planned trips to Mexico and Guatemala in July may be canceled. President George W. Bush is in France tonight talking peace in Southwest Asia. At a news conference, Bush and French President Jacques Chirac voiced their concerns over growing tensions between India and Pakistan. Meantime, more than 5,000 demonstrators gathered in Normandy to protest Bush's visit. A new treatment for breast cancer is being hailed as a medical breakthrough. It is called brachytherapy and uses radioactive seeds inside the body as opposed to radiation from the outside. A San Antonio woman is the first to undergo this new treatment. This 3D image of Claudia Press's body helps doctors map her novel new therapy. The San Antonio flower shop owner is undergoing a brand new kind of radiation treatment.
I just feel like this was just part of my journey to get through it.
Claudia had a lumpectomy, where the tumor is removed from the breast, but deadly cancer cells may remain in the surrounding tissue. So a catheter is implanted and a balloon inserted into the cavity where the tumor had been. Twice a day, a radioactive pellet is inserted into the balloon, a total of 10 times for 10 minutes. The pellet kills the remaining cancer cells from within. The therapy lasts days instead of weeks.
The main advantage here, obviously, is that 6 weeks have been shortened. Actually, it starts a couple weeks after, so almost 8 weeks after surgery has been shortened to 5 days.
Radioactive seeds have been used successfully with other cancers, most notably prostate cancer. Since the target area is so specific, doctors can deliver higher doses and feel confident they've targeted only the necessary tissue.
With early-stage breast cancer, when the lump is very small, all the studies show the recurrence rates tend to be right around that tumor cavity. Perhaps we're wasting a lot of radiation to the rest of the breast. Doesn't need to have all that radiation.
Claudia's therapy is taking place at San Antonio's Cancer Therapy and Research Center. She says she hopes her experience will give other patients confidence in the future.
This could help somebody to make a decision to do this that would help them get through it faster and get on with your lives.
Now again, no seeds are left in the body, so no source of radiation remains. Now this is not for every breast cancer patient. Many women will still need mastectomies and chemotherapy, but it is a new option for women with small tumors. Weather is next. Don't go away.
You've got mail.
Child predators on the prowl on the internet. Now see what happens when CBS 4 News goes on the prowl to catch them. The connection. Undercover detectives posing as a 14-year-old girl. The conversation.
This guy wants to know if I've had sex with an older guy.
The confrontation.
Did you use the internet to try and meet a young girl?
To catch a predator. Tonight at 11 on CBS 4 News.
Hey, Ray, look at this. Wall-to-wall entertainment.
You want entertainment, Carl? I'll give you entertainment. Oh. Look, Carl, I'm a maniac! Maniac!
No argument here.
Let's see their entertainment do this.
Get more entertainment for less at Blockbuster. This weekend, rent any 3 movies or any 2 games for only $9.99. It's a great deal on all the hottest movies and games.
That's it, Carl! Shake what your mama gave ya!
What can you expect at Marooney's gigantic tent event? 10,000 cars and trucks with 10,000 price tags at 30 Marooney dealerships. Low payments starting at $199 a month or buy with 0 down. Plus get a Dan Marino bobblehead just for showing up. It's the Marooney gigantic tent event now through Memorial Day at all 30 Marooney dealerships. And ask for Marooney credit. Nobody gets more people financed than Marooney.
Marooney! One call does it all. 1-877-MAROONEY.
Tonight, an incredible true story of love and courage.
Do you believe in heaven?
I suppose I do. It was a dream vacation to Italy.
Smile.
Until the unthinkable happened.
There is nothing we can do.
If this is too hard, it's okay to die.
We wish to donate Nicholas's organs.
Jamie Lee Curtis in the true story that inspired the world.
This is a young man who received the heart of your son.
Grazie a Nicolas.
Nicholas's gift. CBS Tonight.
Took my daughter out to ride on her bike. We got rained on.
You got rained on? Well, I saw a few sprinkles too today.
I can't complain. It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad. Very light in nature, but we are watching a few more showers push in off the ocean breezes, and we do have some rain in the forecast for Memorial Day as well. Let me show you the temperatures outside in a nice shot from our Fort Lauderdale cam, I do believe. 82 here at CBS 4 Weather Control, 81 in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, 83 Key West, humidity 67%, northeasterly winds gusting to 21 miles per hour. Here's real-time radar, and we're watching a few showers. There's one right here in northern Broward County, then another one here in extreme northeastern Miami-Dade County. We're going to go in a little closer. This one is the heaviest that I could find, moving off to the southwest, and all of this stuff is moving off to the southwest as we're watching an area of low pressure throw showers our way, but it's not tropical in nature. Let me show you real-time radar, and we'll talk more about that area of low pressure in a second here, or actually radar in motion going back to about 11 o'clock this morning. Notice how everything does push off to the west and southwest. And that area of low pressure is fairly large, and it's starting to organize just a bit, but it has no tropical characteristics
whatsoever. So we will be watching it. It's right down to our south, and it will slowly start to lift to the north and northeast. It doesn't have a lot of energy to push it off, so we're going to be watching it parked off to our south and east for the next couple of days. Here it is for tomorrow. It's an elongated or a stretched out trough of low pressure, so more clouds with a few showers or storms around. And then by Tuesday, it just kind of meanders a little closer, so we're still in the showers and storms possibilities as we head into Wednesday and maybe even Thursday as well. So here's your forecast for tonight, dropping down to about 75, not as breezy, more clouds tomorrow, some showers and storms, but not widespread, up to about 85 for the afternoon high. Offshore winds northeast to north, 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet, a moderate chop on the bays, water temperature of 81, and then mainly afternoon showers and storms, so the typical summer-like pattern with afternoon highs climbing back to near 90 by Friday. Have a good night.
Thank you, Michael. Coming up in sports, the Marlins continue their road woes in New York. Kimbo Camper is next.
How can you weather the storm this hurricane season? Pick up the Sun Sentinel Hurricane Guide. Look for it on Sunday, June 2nd, only inside the Sun Sentinel.
Healthy Choice introduces everything you love about a grilled meal without the grill. New Healthy Choice mixed grills. Tender chunks of grilled chicken with seared-in flavor, tangy barbecue dipping sauce, and crisp vegetables. A delicious way to eat healthy. Real food, and plenty of it.
Just the way I like it, grilled.
6 new mixed grills from Healthy Choice.
Being a caregiver is no easy job. It can be financially, emotionally, and physically demanding. But now there's a program that's offering caregivers some much-needed relief. Hello, I'm CBS 4 health specialist Dr. Sean Kinnett. The Alliance for Aging is offering support services for caregivers, and they're free. If you need a break, call Neighbors for Neighbors at 305-597-4404. Together, we can make a difference.
Super Telecom, the proud underwriters of Neighbors for Neighbors.
Our process for screening beef is beyond tough. Kind of reminds me of my dad when my sister started dating, you know? Many were called, few were chosen. Publix premium certified beef. Only Western grain-fed beef will do for us. Well, it's USDA inspected, and it's graded choice, and then we inspect it right here in the store. We hand cut and trim the meat daily. Take a look at these steaks. The tougher our process, the tenderer the beef.
I'm here to pick up Mary.
Oh, really? Yeah, he was tough. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
CBS 4 Sports is sponsored by Publix Supermarkets. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
The Marlins on again, off again.
One day they're here, one day they're not, and today was the day that, unfortunately, they weren't. The mistakes that plagued the Marlins on the road today was no different as the fish floundered in the first inning and never really challenged. 38,000 plus at Shea, having some fun. 2 men aboard in the first inning. Mike Piazza jumps on the fastball from A.J. Burnett. That's going to fall in for a double. Both runners come around to score. The Mets take a 2-0 lead. Now, Mo Vaughn had been dropped in the batting order, but when he steps to the plate, all he does is deliver a single. That's going to bring in Mike Piazza, and that makes it 3-0. The Marlins try to get something going. Cliff Floyd looked like he may add some instant offense, but all this does is turn into a long out. Now, same score, 2 down, bottom of the ninth. Derek Lee, he pops up. Jeremy Burnitz is there to end the game. The Marlins lose 3-0. They're 9-4 on this road trip with 1 game left against the Mets tomorrow. Now, while the Marlins fell 2 games behind the Mets, the Braves were busy beating up Cincinnati. Keith Lockhart hits a 3-run home run. That gave Atlanta a 5-0 lead in the second. Now, with plenty for Greg Maddux, he improves to 5-2. The Braves win 7-5. They stay within a game of first place Mets. Thursday, the Dodgers' Sean Green tied a big league record when he hit 4 home runs in a single game. Last night, he put his bat in Cooperstown when he added 2 more home runs. The 2 dingers gave him a record 7 homers in 3 games, passing 8 others who had hit 6 in a 3-game span. By the way, Green hit 9 home runs for the week. Now, the baseball Canes did their part this week, and now all they can do is wait and see if they'll play another day. Why not? It's college baseball tonight. Have some fun. The Canes dug themselves a hole. Mike Gaffney pops up. Brian Goltz is going to come in and score on the sac fly. 5-2 New York Tech at that point. But Miami rallies in the 7th inning. Bases loaded for Javi Rodriguez. As he steps to the plate, he drives one out to left. That's going to be good for a double. It clears the bases. The Canes score 7 runs in the inning. Miami wins 11-5 to sweep the Bears. Now it's up to the NCAA to decide if Miami will join the postseason festivities.
You know, it was a great effort to come back, particularly there in the 7th inning, and get all those runs to get the 7th spot. But, you know, it's the biggest win of the year without question. I'm the eternal optimist, so I'm optimistic that we'll get in. I don't know whether we will. I won't sleep much tonight, I guarantee you.
Now, I got to give them a chance to defend their title. Hey, they call him Spider-Man, and in 2 years, Elio Castroneves has turned the Indianapolis 500 into his own private party. The 86th running of the 500 began with speed in the air, and now early in the race, Greg Ray tests the new soft walls at the Brickyard. That would end his day in a rough fashion. Rookie Tony Cannon led on lap 89, but he gets loose and loses it. He hits the wall. That's it for him. It came down to the final 2 laps. Castroneves driving on fumes. Paul Tracy trying to pass in. Out comes the yellow flag. Castroneves takes the checkered flag, his second straight win in just his second start at Indy. Final round of the Memorial is Jack's event, and the fans love him in Ohio. Bob Tway began the day with a one-shot lead, but his putter failed him all afternoon. He shot 73 and tied for 4th. David Duval took the lead when he made this birdie putt, slides right in the corner. That was at 12, but his lead was short-lived. The man of the hour, Jim Furyk. This chip at 12 looks like it has eyes. It certainly does. That's a birdie. He takes the lead on 15 with this super shot from the greenside bunker. That's good for an eagle. He shoots a 7-under par 65 to win the Memorial by 2 shots. Now, the ghost of Celtics past must have been smiling down on the parquet floor last night when Boston made history in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics looked completely lost for 3 quarters when Aaron Williams hits the jumper. The Nets had a comfortable 25-point lead late in the 3rd quarter. Things looked dismal, but Paul Pierce took over. He scored 19 points in the final 12 minutes. That bucket got Boston within 3. Then after taking the lead, Kenny Anderson picks up the loose ball. Kerry Kittles goes up. That's goaltending. The Celtics outscored the Nets 41-16 in the 4th quarter, win 94-90. The biggest 4th quarter comeback in playoff history. Even shocked the guys from Beantown.
I've never been a part of nothing like this in my life. To see my guys fight the way we fought to be down 21, they could have easily packed it in, but guys just fought to the end.
Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals underway right now. The Lakers went into the game trailing the Kings 2-1 in the series. The Kings led by 20 after 1 quarter. Mike Bibby leads all scorers with 18 points right now. It's at the half, and Sacramento is up 65-51. So the Lakers look like they might fall to 3-1. But, well, you saw last night with Boston, there's always a comeback available. That's right.
Thanks, Kim.
Sure.
We'll be right back.
Closed captioning is sponsored by City Furniture, the ultimate furniture store.
If you want to succeed in South Florida, it pays to read Business Monday, covering business news from the Keys to the Palm Beaches. Keep up with the latest on local industries, interest and finance rates, plus ways to move ahead in your business or career. And now Business Monday is bigger and better with columns on international trade and business newsmakers, a special pull-out section on technology, personal finance, and reviews on new products and business books. Make it your business to read Business Monday, only in the Herald.
Y'all ready for this?
Ready for something new? The excitement, the value. It's Toyota's nationwide summer event featuring our stylish cars. This just announced 2.9% APR financing on the 2002 Camry. That's right, with 2.9 on Camry, the best-selling car in America just got better. Hurry, this is a limited time offer that won't last long.
Y'all ready for this?
Get the Toyota you've been wanting now. We're ready. Are you?
The Fort Lauderdale Home Design and Remodeling Show, May 24th through 27th, Broward County Convention Center. See the finest furniture, accessories, remodeling, and decorating. Visit designer showrooms. Win the grand prize trip to Aruba. Meet TV's Pat Simpson, Jody Marks, and Susie Coelho. The Home Design and Remodeling Show, presented by GMC. Today through Monday, Broward County Convention Center.
The Home Design and Remodeling Show. It's the one.
And that will do it for CBS 4 News at 6:30. Now stay tuned for 60 Minutes. We'll see you again tonight at 11. Bye-bye.